as I think the majority of our audience obviously prefers the AEW pay-per-views. You cannot have a more different approach and philosophy towards these things, and the gap continues to widen. It is insane, because what WWE with Paul Levesque will give you are these 4-match pay-per-views with more downtime than wrestling time, legitimately, where not much of anything happens in the way of angles or storyline advancement a lot of the time. The matches aren't all that great. You hardly ever get match of the year contenders or anything like that. And the Tony Khan philosophy couldn't be more opposite. This man it's just balls to the wall, not a wasted moment. Cram as many matches onto a 5-hour show as you can, and tell everybody to go out there and have the best match that they can possibly have. Don't have any concern for what's going to follow you. Even if the main event of the show is a Texas death match, where they're going to do, where they're just, they're not going to leave anything on the table. It's going to turn into a dog collar match 2/3 of the way through. They're going to use broken glass. They're going to do explosions. Even if there's going to be a Texas death match main event, a very important main event in the history of the company, you want to bleed in your match on match number 1? Go right ahead. You want to bleed in your match on match number 6? Go right ahead. It's just, Tony Khan's philosophy is just, we are going to make every one of these pay-per-views as packed with action as much as we possibly can. And it doesn't matter how long the shows are. It doesn't matter how long the matches are. It doesn't matter how much blood. There's no restrictions on how many matches could have blood or anything else. And it's just so striking, the differences between the two promotions. And look, I think the WWE pay-per-views are garbage. I mean, we've been very outspoken about that. I think Levesque in many ways is lazy. He underserves his audience, an audience that pays exorbitant amounts of money to watch these shows. And it's almost insulting how they present their pay-per-views. In terms of AEW and this Revolution pay-per-view, sometimes it can be a little overwhelming. Sometimes it's too much. Through 3 shows through 3 matches on this pay-per-view, it looked like we were on our way to an all-time pay-per-view, and it may have been. But there were a few matches here where I was just staring at my clock, like, come on, let's get on with it. Most notably the main event, which I assume we're going to open with. But look, man, this is how Tony has always done these things, and he's not going to change. And there's positives and there's negatives to it.